Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Today, we're going to be taking a look at a clip of someone saying doctors are offended by how healthy I am. Apparently, when she goes to the doctors, they expect something to be wrong, but there's not, and they get angry about it. We're also going to be taking a look at several bonus clips, including one where someone else is arguing with their doctor, and another one where someone says they stopped following one of their favorite creators because they got on a GLP-1, so be sure to stick around until the end. Before we proceed, please click the like button so that I may apply comb to mustache.
Doctors get so offended when they look at me and go, there's gotta be something wrong. I hate the way you're shaped. And then I say, okay, let's do the workup. It's all gonna be healthy, as it always is. There's never find anything because I'm healthy. I know you.
And they get so angry. Doctors want you to be not healthy. And then when you turn out to be actually healthy, they get absolutely outraged. Ooh!
Can't believe it because I got a big belly, but it's true.
Okay, why are we at the doctor's office?
And then everything comes back. It's healthy. And I say to the doctor, hey, you're just like all the others.
And then the doctor is like, dang it! I expected you to have a myriad of conditions. How can this be? How can she be so healthy? Yeah, doctors hate it when you're all healthy and stuff. Anytime I go to the doctor and I don't have anything wrong with me, they get furious. They're like, what? You know how they're always recommending you to engage in healthy behaviors? That's all a game. It's all part of the weird little head games that they're playing down there at the doctor's office.
Look at me, you go, I don't like the way you look. There's gotta be something wrong. I said that to a doctor today. I was like, yeah, of course I don't have PCOS. I told you I'm not going to. I know you think I do because I have a big belly. And she was like, well, that's not.
Ooh, doctor got dunked on. You showed that fool.
Are you gonna recommend me a GLP-1? And she was like, uh-huh.
Okay, so you dunked on your doctor repeatedly. At any point did she start crying? So the purpose of going to the doctor's office was just to gloat about how healthy you are to the doctor? Why are we at the doctor's office? Dude, I remember when I went to the doctor's office and I was so healthy and it made them so mad because they actually had to take their diploma off the wall and give it to me. They really hated that. That's how healthy I was. They got pissed. They were like, what? According to all these measurements, you should be riddled with disease, but you're healthy? How can this be? How can this be? As they handed me the diploma, I was like, I am the doctor now. Get out. And they were like, but sir, I've got nowhere to go. And I said, get out of my goddamn office. But sir, this doctor's office is where I live. I've got nowhere else to go. Get out, you pleb. You don't know nothing about doctoring. Why are you schooling me so hard, sir? Why?
Yeah, because of your BMI. And I go, hey, BMI's not real, queen.
And then your doctor said, please stop calling me queen. You're getting way too familiar with me. You're in here every 10 minutes arguing with me about nothing. Now you're calling me queen.
It's just weight over height. Maybe I'm just dense.
Well, the doctor would probably be like, well, I mean, that's all good and well, but you are at my office looking for my help, asking for my assistance. So I don't know why you're lecturing me on the complexities of the BMI and various other body metrics. You're in my office asking for my help. How are you going to go to somebody else's office and then start trying to lecture them? Why are you here? So I go to the mechanic shop and then I start lecturing the mechanic on the proper way to change oil. You picking up what I'm laying down here? You sponging up what I'm spilling? Probably not.
It's okay. It's going to be okay. You don't have to do this anymore.
That's what you said to the doctor? Doctor, I know you've gone through medical school and you've been doctoring fools for years, but it's over. It's over. It's done. Okay? You've had enough. You clearly don't know what the hell is going on. Turn in your doctor's coat or whatever the hell the white, I don't know. Do they wear a white thing? Am I thinking of like a chemist or something? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Damn it. I told you I'm old.
They don't like it. They're like, I'm not saying I didn't do this just because I saw you got a big belly.
When you actually school a doctor, according to the rules, they have to take their diploma off the wall and hand it to you. You're right. The BMI is nonsense. Here. I don't deserve this. Ugh.
Yes, you are, and that's okay. That's what they told you to do in medical school. It's not your fault, but it's not my fault either, and I'm not gonna not say something about it.
I love how many people try to school the doctor when they're at the doctor's office asking for the doctor's advice. So I show up at the doctor's office. Yeah, geez, this is a real nice office you got. What is that, a diploma and all this type of crap? Let me tell you about this BMI thing and how it's nonsense. That diploma actually has my name on it, because you came here for my advice. No, actually, the fact that you're using the BMI means you're completely incompetent. I'll be taking this diploma home with me. Thank you very much. I'm the doctor now. I am the doctor now. I've been flexing on random people with this plaque for the past several days. I recently had family over, and I'm walking along, and then I pretend to trip on something. Oh! And then I reach down, and I'm like, what is this I just tripped over? Boom! A YouTube plaque in your face. In your face! They thought that was funny, like the first several times. After that, it stopped being as hilarious. But either way, shut up and look at my goddamn plaque. Sorry about that. Okay, next.
Hey doctors, don't you hate when somebody with chronic pain is overweight and comes in and you tell them just to lose weight and they don't listen to you? Yeah, well, we hate when you think that your job begins and ends with the body mass index. Because I just went to my doctor, right, with shoulder strain. Because I shampooed. And that's all it takes for me.
For me, you shampooed and you got shoulder strain. So you went to the doctor.
Third or fourth injury I've gone into this doctor with. I've gotten so many x-rays, I feel like I'm going to start glowing pretty soon. And he did bring up the fact that I am overweight, which is true, and it does affect my health. This is also true.
Okay. Wherein lies the problem?
See, we're not stupid. We're just not stupid, and so we can't be convinced that that's the only issue. And so when he mentioned...
If the doctor says that this one particular thing is actually a serious issue, perhaps we should listen to them. You know what I mean? Like...
Exercise, I said, listen, man,
I said, listen, man, like I told you last time.
Just got injured shampooing. What kind of exercise you want me to do?
What sort of movements were we doing while we were shampooing that caused us to get an injury? And why do we keep getting injured shampooing? You don't think that's odd? I'm not saying it's related to the weight at all, but the doctor seems to think that there's a common denominator here.
In pain? Always?
Okay, being in pain always, I don't think is normal.
And so you know what he didn't do is just insist that weight was my only issue and then walk out of the room.
Well, that's good.
He looked for an answer with me. He said, let's get you into the rheumatologist. I'll mark it urgent. Let's get you into ortho. Let's get you into genetic testing because you described symptoms that do correlate with Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. So let's figure that out too.
Okay. It sounds like he was concerned with a lot of different things, not just your weight. And he was willing to run all these different types of tests and stuff. So we like that, right? We're not mad at this particular doctor, right? He's considering things well beyond your weight.
Let's get you x-rays. Let's get your labs done. Maybe thyroid has something to do with it. I've gotten my thyroid tested so many times, that's not it. And the x-rays are not it either. But he still covered the bases. He also said, you know, that elevated heart rate of yours can be related to Ehlers-Danlos, but I'd rather it be related to that or anxiety than like AFib or whatever else. So let's also get you into cardiac.
Okay.
Go there for that. They'll get you a Holter monitor, no big deal. We'll just figure that out.
Okay, it sounds like this doctor is willing to give you whatever type of tests and treatments that you need, well beyond considering your weight. We are happy with this outcome, right?
Real quick, before anyone says anything about how can I afford all this testing, Massachusetts, compared to other states at least, kind of knocks it out of the park with insurance because they understand that I should not have to be wealthy to not be in excruciating pain.
Okay, so it sounds like you're getting pretty decent medical treatment here. It sounded like we were complaining in the beginning for some reason.
Between doctors and various forms of testing and diagnostics, despite my high body mass index, I got like 8 referrals today.
Okay, so you had a good experience at the doctor today, sounds like.
See, doctors, that's how you handle it when you have a chronic pain patient who's overweight. You don't neglect the conversation about their weight, but you don't pretend it's the only thing they taught you in medical school. See, that's the difference between a doctor who's concerned about your weight because it's relevant to your health and a doctor who's concerned about your weight because they think that your value as a human being is strongly and negatively associated to your BMI.
Okay, well, it's good that your doctor was able to do several tests to try to figure out what's wrong with you. If we're always at the doctor's office and they recommend weight loss, I don't think we should be offended by that. Next.
If you think people aren't sexy just because they're fat, you're stupid and dumb.
Stupid and dumb. Can we explain the difference?
You're stupid and dumb.
And dumb. Both! Alright, now you've gone too far, man. I may be stupid, but I'm not dumb.
If you think fat is ugly, you're dumb and stupid.
Okay, so if I have personal preferences, I am stupid and dumb. Can I just be one? I gotta be both? Come on. There is such a huge difference between stupid and dumb. I don't want to be both of those things. This is crazy.
If you think that, like, fat people can't be sexy, that, like, people can't be, like...
If you think the dudes with mustaches are not the most attractive people on Earth, you must have brain damage. You must have been severely brain damaged at some point in your life. If you're not into whatever the hell I am, there is clearly something wrong with you. And there is nothing wrong with me proclaiming this to the world. This isn't coming off like desperate and weird or anything.
That, like, fat people can't be sexy. That, like, people can't be, like, HORNY for fat people. Like...
Why did you spell that out?
Like...
I'm sure people can be into all different types of people. I don't really care, honestly. Why would I care?
What? Can you see yourself as human so you can see other people as human? Like...
What?
Like, can you allow yourself the ability to change and grow?
What are we talking about? Can I just be into what I want to be into? Quit trying to force stuff on people.
Your judgment towards others is a direct judgment towards yourself.
Why can't people just be into whatever they want? Why is that making us feel some kind of way if some people aren't particularly into us? Why are we going on this tirade?
Did you know that?
I don't know anything, okay?
And the moment that you gain an extra 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 40 pounds, 50 pounds due to circumstances outside of your control...
I don't think there are any circumstances outside of my control that would make me gain 60 pounds or whatever, 20, 30, 40, 50. It's funny to just randomly throw that in there.
And then you recognize that you were literally leaning on your thinness to get through the world and now you're treated differently?
No.
I hope you remember this.
Okay, well, luckily I'm not going to remember that or anything else that's happened in recent times. You're stupid and dumb if you're not into larger people, according to that person. I submit that you're stupid and dumb if you're not into dudes with mustaches. What are you, out of your goddamn mind? Society has brainwashed you into not being into this. Okay, so that was interesting. Next.
I had to block another one of my favorite content creators because she got on a GLP-1, lost a bunch of weight, and then started talking about how ugly she thought she looked when she was a big person.
Did she? Or did she just post about her weight loss or whatever? I haven't seen a whole lot of people posting before and afters and then them being like, look how gross I was in the before. So I would love to know who this is that you're talking about.
There's nothing wrong with losing weight. There's nothing wrong with losing weight on a GLP-1. There's nothing wrong with getting surgery to lose weight. There's nothing wrong with dieting or exercising to lose weight. There's nothing wrong with losing weight. However, if you started your platform on being a bigger person...
I don't think anybody started their platform on being a bigger person. Like, they just happened to be a bigger person and then they were doing whatever online. Unless they were specifically posting body positive type of content and then they went on a GLP-1 and started talking about how much they hate their body. But like I said, I haven't seen a whole lot of before and afters where somebody was relentlessly talking smack about the before.
And platformed yourself on self-acceptance, fat liberation, body positivity.
Okay, which creator are we talking about that created a platform on all of those things and then lost weight and started talking mess about their former self? Can we get their actual name?
Only to then lose the weight and then become insufferable and tell everybody about how disgusting and horrific you thought you looked.
Who? Who did this?
That's where I got a little concerned. Because you're a liar. Oh,
Because you're a liar. Right in my face with that finger. Take it easy, man. I'm not a liar. I didn't do anything.
so you lied to me.
I didn't lie to you. I did not lie to you, and I would not.
So you lied to me.
No, I didn't.
So you
Stop doing that.
lied. It
No, I didn't.
wasn't about fat liberation. It was about platforming yourself on whatever was most convenient, right?
I don't know why there are so many of these posts. Like, plenty of people used to be body positive and then decided to lose weight. I haven't seen a whole lot of them making fun of their before pictures or anything like that. That's why I would like to know specifically who you are talking about.
I think that's lame as fuck. And I'm not gonna platform someone who talks that way about themselves. And I'm not gonna feel that way about myself either.
Why are you talking like that? Talking like some anime? I hate that aspect of anime so much. The awkward speaking aspect of anime, where there's some character who just talks like this and, oh, I'll never be as cool as you guys. Can we get rid of that character in every single anime for the rest of time, please? What is that based on? Who speaks like that? Who is that terrified to be alive?
Jesus fuck.
Okay, I would like to know which formerly body-positive creator she's talking about. Also, like I said, I hate that anime voice. Oh, I'll never be as cool as you guys. I'm just gonna go hang out over there by the lockers. Like, I can't stand it. I hate it so much. Why does every anime have some kind of socially inept character like that is just terrified to be around other humans and to speak? Either way, next.
The way that so many of y'all think that the only way that people can get big is by eating like 5,000 calories a day is absolutely wild to me.
Well, I don't know if anybody specifically used the number 5,000 calories a day. By the way, why are we filming from just our nose upward?
Like, I'm trying to have a nuanced conversation about weight stigma.
Where is the rest of your head and the rest of you? Why are we just seeing from here up? It's honestly distracting to me when people film that way. I'm not saying that I can't listen to what you're saying.
And you're nowhere near my level.
I'm nowhere near your level of being able to have a nuanced conversation about weight stigma. I guess I'm not as far along as you.
You genuinely think the only way someone can get fat is by overeating.
Well, I mean, I don't know if that's how people gain weight or not, but every single doctor seems to think that that might be the case for some reason. These crazy doctors.
You genuinely think every single fat person.
Okay, I had to cut it out, but she said, y'all think that every larger person has BED. And I've never said that, but I have said that there are levels to this.
Like, I cannot have that conversation with you. You need to get to like...
It's hard to have a conversation with somebody that's only showing from here up. It's a very off-putting and strange way to try to give a presentation.
Step one of learning about fat people before we can have any conversations. So in those types of...
Step one is showing our entire face and ourselves when we're trying to have a serious conversation.
Comments show up on my TikToks, I literally just delete and block. I cannot save you. Not at this juncture, no.
Okay, so if you think that eating actually leads to your size, she can't save you. If you're that dumb and you believe all that, there's nothing that could be done for you. Okay? I don't think that everybody that sees a larger person assumes that that person intakes 5,000 calories a day. It's bizarre for you to assume that other people assume that. I'm pretty sure most people know that there are several things that go into someone's weight, not just the caloric intake, although that does play a very big factor, pun intended. I don't know why we constantly have to downplay the caloric intake part of gaining weight. We like to acknowledge every other single reason that causes weight gain except for the caloric intake. It could be this, it could be that, it's this, that, and the other thing. Actually, a very small percentage of your weight is related to what you eat. I don't know why so many people are on a quest to try to prove that point. So we had a lot of interesting clips in today's video, but what do you think? Do doctors get so offended when you go to their office living in a larger body and you're healthy? If you're not attracted to larger people, are you stupid and dumb? And do too many people think the only way to gain weight is by eating 5,000 calories a day? Leave a comment below. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Anyway, that about does it. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing. And I'll see you in the next one.